Welcome to the Bendino Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. The entitlement that goes on in the WNBA is at a level that if you never watched the WNBA, if you never followed any of the play, you wouldn't think ever existed. These players think that they're entitled to fans. They don't think they need to put in the extra work. They don't think they need to go the extra mile. They don't even think they need to show up on time for fan meet and greet and autograph sessions, pretty much spitting in fans' faces. Fans who traveled maybe across the country to get that opportunity. Fans who maybe saved month after month after month after month to get enough money to buy a plane ticket, save enough money to get a train ticket, to get All-Star tickets, to get a hotel, to get an opportunity to meet and greet some of their favorite players. There was one player that showed up to these meet and greets on time. There was one player that wasn't out the night before grinding in the club. There was one player that actually does go above and beyond. There's one player that actually does put in the extra work. There's actually one player that clearly doesn't feel entitled to the fans she has. She understands she needs to work for those fans that she has. She needs to appreciate the fans that she has. While the rest of the league, they think they're owed something. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Shredder! Saw this comment on YouTube claiming that at the WNBA All-Star meet and greet, Caitlin Clark was apparently one of the few players who showed up on time. If that's true, fans who paid to meet the players deserved better. Now, this is only one example. In the comments, there's another example. I reached out to somebody who was in Chicago during the All-Star weekend. Apparently, only a few players actually took this serious. Apparently, only a few players actually respect the fans that spend their money. We attended WNBA Live and waited in line over 2 hours to meet a couple of the top name athletes. They showed up 40 minutes late, signed autographs for 10 minutes, and left. This happened several times throughout the weekend. My children were in tears after waiting for hours only to be turned away. To be fair, there were a few players who showed up on time to everything. Caitlin Clark, in particular, was punctual for every obligation she had. She gave away her shoes, signed autographs, hugged fans, and competed hard in the All-Star game, where we bought 6 tickets at over $450 each, more than $2,700 for our family to be there. She clearly understands that fans can make or break a career, and she came across as a genuinely good person. I was deeply disappointed in several of the other players, showing up 40 minutes late and signing autographs for 10 minutes and leaving. Now, reading this at first, you would say, oh yeah, that sounds exactly like the entitled brats in the WNBA. No need to second guess, no need to second question. This sounds like something that WNBA players would do every time if they had the ultimate divas, the ultimate diva athletes to ever exist. The most entitled athletes to ever exist, entitled, and they deliver a substandard product outside of CC22. You take another look. We were at WNBA Live Friday and Saturday. Almost everyone was 30 minutes late minimum. It was crazy. Caitlin was on time for her stuff. I also read that she was one of the few that both turned up on time and fully engaged with fans. I think the league needs to decide whether it is going to be a professional sports league or a sorority. At the moment, too many are leaning towards the latter. Those starlets are so full of themselves, can't even respect those fans' time and effort to attend the event. Doesn't surprise me. Nope, not at all. They were all drunk. Is that an excuse? We went to WNBA Live all 3 days. I recall Paige being late to her appearances, but I'd guess most of it was due to how many appearances she made. She had a 1 hour meet and greet for DoorDash, then an hour for Ally back to back. She was late to both, and that was a handler. So you're late to both, not on time to one. You're doing your thing, you're staying late, you're engaging, and then you're late to another. No, you were late to the first, you were late to the second. Secondly, Paige was out here doing this. This is what the WNBA All-Star Weekend was. A bunch of lesbians at the club grinding on each other, taking off their shirts, hooping and humping, as W360 would say. Humping and hooping, as CJ So Foolish would say. This is the image the WNBA wants to promote, and that's why they hate Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's not going to get down like this. Caitlin Clark's held to a higher standard than this. This is what people expect from Paige, to be a clown and be good at basketball. That's it. She's a lesbian, so black women of the WNBA likes her because they can get some. Caitlin is straight, hence the hate. This is weird and probably part of the reason the league isn't entertaining. Again, I said this last year. I understand some people like the stud buds. They do more harm than good when it comes to WNBA All-Star Weekend. You think anybody watched WNBA All-Star Weekend because they said, oh my God, the stud buds are recording. I need to watch the All-Star Weekend. No. Instead, their clips make their way to Twitter and you see how degenerate the league and the people within this league really are. Now I get, the President Clark and oh, we're getting shoes and oh, we love you, CC, and this and other. I get it. Then we have this, a former CEO of Leaf Trading Cards says, this girl, speaking about Angel Reese, this girl effed me on my autograph exclusive with her with lies and deceit to trick me into letting her out of her deal. All-Star Weekend has exposed a lot of people. A lot of people. You got Paige and Heidemann and AZ Fudd and all these other players grinding on each other in the club, taking off their shirt. You have more players, Paige and others, not showing up to their scheduled meet and greets, their scheduled autograph signings, because they're too busy getting drunk, hooping and humping all night, and say, fuck the fans. And you wonder why it's Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham over here, and that's it. Because the more you look around, the more you peek, the more you don't like what you see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. That means so much to me. See you next time, and as always, Sophie Cunningham was even out there during All-Star Weekend. Sophie Cunningham got a picture with many people doing the points, meeting and greeting fans. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.